Good morning. I wasn't sure if I would get a chance to say anything this morning to you unless I did it at home because I have morning duty for the next several weeks. That means that I need to be in my classroom ready to receive students at 7:30. And if you know anything about me, you know it takes about 25-30 minutes to get to my school because I don't live in the same town that I work. So it is now currently 6:40 and I am ready to go. I'm just waiting on Caitlin to finish up so we can leave. I've got coffee made, about to pour it into my reusable cup and hit the road. So the next time you see me, we'll be at school. Corn. And then a third cup of Lucky Charms. Make sure it's level. There you go. And a third cup of Bugles. Then a tablespoon of M&Ms and a kiss.
This is kind of hard because...
Yeah, you can have a friend hold the bag for you. Hi. I haven't talked to you for a few hours. My kids are at specials right now, and we've been working on things. I got all of them to make their New Year cheer mix 3 at a time. They have worked on their popping into the New Year activity with the balloon, and they've done a word search. Our activity for 8 o'clock was to read out of their free choice books, their little vacation books. And I put a fireplace on the board and had some music playing. It was very peaceful and calm and nice and quiet. And then I let them do some activity again. So they came in, I said hi to everybody, had our announcements, went to the restroom, all that stuff, all the activity stuff, all the moving around things. And then they got to do their word search to kind of calm down for a little bit. And then we did the reading. And then I had them make their mix for snack while they were working on their balloon activity. So on the inside of the balloon, if you remember, it opens out. I'll just show you on the board over here. The balloon opens like it's this, and then it opens up. And so I've asked them to write 2 things they would like to do or try this year. And I said, now keep in mind that 2019 is 12 months long. So part of that will be in your 2nd grade year, part of that will be in your summer, and part of it will be when you're in 3rd grade. Weird. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah. 3rd grade will be in this year too. And they're like, wow. I said, so be thinking, like think about it. I said, really think about that. Think about all the things that you might want to try as you get older through this year. Because you don't have to think about what you want to do right now. It could be in the summer. It could be next Christmas time even. So I think they're doing a pretty good job with that. Some kids fly through everything, you know, they just kind of, they're like, done. And I'm like, there's not a special cookie if you get done first or anything. Do a nice job, because I'm gonna make a whole like New Year display on my wall out here. But I need to take down the Christmas elves first, which won't take much. I don't have any after school duties for like the next 6 weeks or something, because I have morning room, which is no big deal. You need to be ready for kids at 7:30. And then I have morning tubs, which are kind of like STEM bins, but they're bigger. And they have like little building things and little games and little toy things to play with that are real easy to put together and easy to clean up. Nothing messy. All right, I thought I'd show you my outfit. If you see this lovely scratch, that's from Mittens. I picked her up the other day and I was gonna take her in the bathroom and close the door so she could eat the food that she didn't finish. She freaked out because she heard the bath water running and probably thought I was gonna give her a bath. So she jumped off of me and scratched me in the process. Let me show you my outfit so you can see what I decided to wear on the first day back. It's nothing super fancy, but I thought it was nice but comfortable. So I've got like a kind of a fancier hoodie on from Maurice's. I have some leggings from Walmart. I have some wedges from Cato, wedge boots. A sparkly ring. Here's my new nails if you didn't see them before. Just put them on yesterday. Just have some silver hoops. And that's it. So let me back up so you can see it all. My room is in varying states of disarray. I'll show you that in a minute. I didn't know if you'd be able to see the bottom half of me very well from back there, so I thought I'd give you a closer look. So here's the hoodie. Here are my leggings and my wedges. Okay, this is my room. But you know, that means they're working, so I'm happy. All right, I think I videoed the table over here. I'll just show you kind of the aftermath of making the snack. They had to measure everything into their bags. So I think I mentioned in the filming earlier, they did a cup of popcorn, and I did teach them to level off the scoop. They did a 1/3 cup of the Lucky Charms, a 1/3 cup of Bugles, a tablespoon of M&Ms, 1 Hershey's Kiss, and then you see all the bags here. They all have their names on them. And we will have that for snack today. So that's pretty cool. I'll bring you over here. I started eating my breakfast before the kids came this morning, and then of course didn't finish. So I'll try to do that because I have a little bit of time. I got my lesson plans printed out. I actually have someone else's that I'm going to give to her because she printed them and I brought them up from the office for her. I've got the kiddos that I need to test for our phonics screener starting tomorrow, and I need to go over these tests here, but I didn't even touch them over the break, and I am not sorry. Really not sorry. I mean, I looked them over. All right, so when we come back from library, we will be having chat time, and I'm gonna give them that Find Someone Who, which I shared, and start our resolution craftivity, and play our confetti strategy game that I showed in last time's video. And we already did the Popping Into a New Year. Most of them are almost finished with that one. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get them started on stuff because we're going to run out of time. Yeah. So I think that's going to be a good way to spend our morning. And then bag 4, which will be at 11. So bag 2 is chat time, which will be the Find Someone Who. Bag 3 is the confetti strategy game, so it's play a game. And bag 4 is eat a piece of candy, which will be when they get their New Year's kiss. Then we're going to read The Night Before New Year's and watch a Brain Pop Junior about New Year's celebrations. Do our flip book about things you're going to do in 2019. And then it'll be time for lunch. I wanted to do our cheer like right before we went to lunch, but our lunch starts at 12, so we have to leave before that to get there. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to scurry around and have them like, okay, go. So we're just going to put it off until we come back from recess, and I'll just do a countdown, and we'll just pretend. It'll be okay. And then after that, we're going to make this cute little toast craftivity that I'll show you later. It's really fun. I'm going to do our drawing of our party hat and just finish stuff up. Do our secret code pages. Just all the stuff I shared with you in my New Year party video a few videos ago. So if you're interested in what I did, or if you're interested in the materials that I'm using, I linked everything in that video. I'll just link that video below because then you can just click on that and everything will be there. And I don't have to link all the stuff again because that was a lot. It's a lot of stuff, man. Okay, I'm gonna get my breakfast eaten and I'm gonna copy this toast activity. So you make the toast on the brown paper and then you make the jelly on the purple paper. So cute. And then there's a little party hat they get to color and put on their toast. So it's a toast to the new year. Cute, huh? Alrighty. I'm going to get that going and I'll check back in and let you know how things are moving along. Who's winning over here?
I almost ate it.
Oh no! Wrong hand. You're tied. You're tied.
I don't like cards.
You love them?
I like this.
Oh no!
I almost ate this. I'm gonna make ice cream.
Yeah, don't confuse your hands. You might eat your game pieces and play with your
I
snack.
have to put on here. I almost ate this. No, you want to
You kept on waiting?
Her might know. She went to see Bear at the Lone Wood Library.
Good afternoon. My kiddos are at lunch, and I just took down all of the Christmas stuff off the wall in the hallway, and I put up a little header for our New Year display. It says 2019 looks bright. So that's going to be really cute. And that goes with these little light bulbs. So those will be under that. And then all of our other New Year things can go below that. So that whole wall will be a display of those things. We're going to do a directed drawing later, and that can go on their clips because they can take those home pretty easily later. I've been trying all day to eat my breakfast bowl. I got maybe half of it eaten earlier. I've just been picking at it. I have microwaved this thing so many times that it's probably going to make me glow because it's radiated so much. My goodness. Oh, the kids are loving the activity bags and they're very excited. One girl walked over by my desk and she goes, "Oh, what's that?" I said, "That's something for later. It's a popper. Are we going to do that?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's for a game." She goes, "Oh, do we get to take them home?" I'm like, "Mm-hmm." I said, "I made one for everybody." She's like, "Yay!" Awesome. I must have knocked this down when I was doing stuff over there, so I need to put it back over. Speaking of the popper game, I need to hang my targets up around the room. Whew, my goodness. One of my kiddos noticed that this tape thing was on top of my bulletin board strip above the board. And that's just because I left it there after I hung up the New Year banner. I said, "Yeah, don't you like my decoration?" And he's kind of like, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, I saw that up there too, but I just forgot to take it down. And I'm probably going to be looking for it later. So thank you for letting me know it was there." So I went and got it. My alarm just went off to get my students. It is 64 degrees. Crazy. It's winter, right? It is like January. It's winter. I don't think our weather knows what it's doing anymore. So I said, if you have long sleeves, you won't need a jacket. I said, if you have clothes on, you don't need a jacket. I mean, 64, at 45, they're taking off their coats. I'm like, no, don't take off your coat at 45 degrees. 64, I'm not even going to have them take their coat because they're going to run around and get hot anyway. So they were super excited about that. It's going to be a really nice recess today. It rained earlier, but it's nice, bright, and sunny now. So they are super, super stoked for recess. That's good for me because they can run around and get some of that energy out. Woo! We watched a Brain Pop Junior about holiday celebrations, and it started out with Christmas, and I went, hey, let's just get to the part I really wanted you to see because we had already learned about like Hanukkah. We didn't touch on Kwanzaa because we ran out of time before Christmas, but we talked about Christmas and the different ways that people celebrate Christmas. And so I skipped to the New Year one, and it talked about different countries celebrating New Year in different ways, which was really cool. I also read to them the night before New Year's, and it's like the night before Christmas, but a New Year's theme. And then we watched Squirrel's New Year's resolution, which I do have the book of it somewhere, but I didn't want to dig it out. I'm like, it's on YouTube, and I can't remember who the lady was that did it on YouTube. She does a lot, like Nana's Story Time, I think is what it was. And I will link that below for you in case you want to use it sometime. But it's good. It talks about resolutions and what they are and what you can do with them. Because we haven't done our resolution yet. I may pull that for another day because it will be quite an involved thing. So that's okay. We'll get it done this week though, because I'd like them to come up with goals for the year. And that's something I want them to think about. We did do the toast thing. It looked really cute. And we did the balloons popping into a new year, I think is what it said. So I'll be putting those on the board out there under my New Year things. They're very excited about that. And they thought the toast was really cute. Yeah, it turned out really nice. So I need to go get my kiddos, and I'll check back in with you later and let you see what we're doing. We are all ready for our countdown so we can celebrate the new year.
So let me just see if it's fast enough. I can use my
Yeah, I did that with some of my reading books. It was a lot cheaper. Hospitality, people.
That's 30. It's your turn, buddy.
I draw a little curve to anchor my eyes, and in between right here, let's draw a nice curve right there for a very happy smile. Cap it off, and then I'm going to basically finish it off with a little tongue right there.
Hi, it's the end of the day and all the kids have been dismissed to where they need to go to leave. And I'm just getting some paper here so I can start making my Unlock the New Year like tracking thing. I think I need a blue still and a salmon color. Not sure where those went, so I have to find those. But the colors that I chose, some of them were different than the colors that I have. They're the colors that the office has though, so I may need to go get a blue and like I said, a salmon color to put the little challenge things on. Overall, it was a good day. Kids got a little wild at the end, and I had to just be like, okay, we need to sit down for a minute. It's getting a little wacky in here. But I think they enjoyed everything. It was good. I'm just here at my table, my small group table. And I need to match the color of the challenge to the paper, because I need to print these on the papers that I didn't have. So, of course, challenge 10 is the first one and I don't have it printed. Oh, of course. That's okay. I'll just take it home and fix it. So 10 is green. I'm just gonna paper clip these. Oops. I think I lost the paper clip. Oh well. If you decide to do poppers, don't use styrofoam cups because they didn't hold up very well. Use paper cups, or I've had really good luck with toilet paper tubes. That is what I would recommend, honestly, because didn't have trouble with that because I used that in summer school and it was good. It was very good. Some of these I can put together because I have the paper, because I had it at home. Aha. So here's what I'm doing. Like, this is challenge 6. So I've got the kids' names on little New Year's hats. I'm just gonna put the little challenge with it. And when they meet this challenge, they're gonna get one of those foil star stickers to put on here. So I just need to like attach these. Just gonna use tape because I don't think I have a glue stick handy. And I just kind of want to do something and get it done. So just gonna kind of be cobbled together because it'll look fine on the board. 5 is this color. So I have that one. I was able to do 6 of the 10 colors from home. I have the Astro Bright colors at home, but I don't have the other colors. So I didn't end up doing the ring pops for the ring in the new year. I'm just gonna save them for next year because they already got Hershey's Kisses and that's plenty of candy. So it'll be fine. And they should last because they're sealed and they're like suckers anyway. They're hard candy. So it shouldn't be a deal. I didn't get to nearly everything and I knew I wouldn't, and that's okay because I kept him busy all day. We got a lot of it done, but like I said, there's a whole stack here. Let me show you. There's a whole stack here that we didn't do. All of this we didn't do. That's okay because they can pick at them through the week when they finished other things. Like when I'm doing testing, like reading testing and such. I found out that our report cards are actually due Wednesday instead of Friday. We were told we had all week to work on them, and then all of a sudden now they're due Wednesday. Okay, great. So I'll be working on those tonight. Trying to get them done. Super fun. It always gets done. And honestly, the ones for second grade I don't think are as involved as the first grade ones. We certainly don't have to do as many tests. But yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be good. I can sit on the couch in my pajamas and work on them. And I can work on them Tuesday night too. I was going to make the Unlock the New Year banner thing and I just didn't because I don't really have anywhere to put that. So this is just gonna be part of the display for the New Year stuff, and it's fine because I don't have a ton of space and I don't really have anywhere to display it in my classroom. So it's gonna go out on the wall with all the other New Year stuff. I did start displaying things out there, which is cool. All right, got these ready. The ones I could. So I'll put them over here. I can do the other ones at home, and then the 2 that I don't have, I can get tomorrow and finish them. Because this will get me started. So it'll be good. We're probably going to work on a couple challenges a day. Some of them 3 a day, because I'd like to get them done by Friday if possible. That's my goal anyway. Just kind of trying to clean up my piles here. So I've got the confetti game here that we played. I've got that out again because they really like it, and they could play that tomorrow. And then I've got all this stuff laid out. That is our New Year's like goals thing to go with this. That'll be good. And the little blowers that I gave them, I will, I'll be attaching those to the little faces. So that's going to be really cute. All right, I am going to get my stuff together and get out of here because I am ready to go. So ready to go. All right, I will talk to you later. Hi, I made it through the day. I don't know if I mentioned at school because I was kind of in scurry around mode, but I didn't even get to all the activities I planned, which is fine. I think I did show you the stack that was left over. I always want to overplan because you don't want to run out of things. No, I just kind of picked and chose what I wanted to focus on today, and we can kind of work through the rest of them through the week. And if we don't get to them, that's fine too. I also didn't give them all the treats I had made up. I totally forgot about the ring pops, which was just fine. They had 2 Hershey's Kisses and a little bit of M&Ms in their snack mix. And I told them that they didn't even need to eat all of it. They could save it for later, which we don't normally do. I normally give them, you know, a snack and then they eat whatever they're going to eat and then they get rid of the rest of it. But today I said, since it's in a bag and since it's a special day, if you want to eat some of it later, I'll let you do that later, because I knew that one of our last bag activities was to do one of those directed drawing things on YouTube. And I thought they could eat while they're doing that. That'd be fine. So a lot of things we didn't get to were some of the just, you could just call them busy work. I just call them fun pages. So I think that'd be fun to just throw in every now and then. Like, I'm done with this. Now you can work on this. We're still working on those dang gingerbread stories for beginning, middle, and end. And so we need to edit those. While I'm editing with kiddos, there are going to be those of them that are totally finished and they're just waiting for me. That would be a good waiting for me activity. It doesn't require anything from me. It's independent work and it's fun, but they're also having to think through things. So that's kind of a win-win for me. So we need to edit our gingerbread stories. And I was gonna, yeah, that would be Mango up there. Pikachu's up there. That's one of those monkey see, monkey do kind of things there. Oh, big cat's doing it. Little cat can do it too. Thanks, Pikachu. My coffee's ready. So this is how my coffee situation normally works. This is my Meowie Christmas mug that I got from Target. I make a cup of coffee in the morning. I take it in the bathroom with me while I'm doing my hair and makeup. I don't drink very much of it because I don't have time. I heat it in the microwave and put it into a reusable cup that I can take to school. Drink a little bit of it at school, don't finish it there. Bring it home, throw it back into the mug, heat it up again, drink it when I get home. Goodness, convoluted life of coffee, poor thing. And I'm like, it doesn't have real cream in it, so it's not like it's gonna spoil on me because I use the powdered creamer, but you should see these cats. Oh my gosh, look at this. Now, if that wasn't synchronized licking, I don't know what is. Okay, anyway, it was a crazy day. It was good. There were a couple of parts where I'm just like, why did I do this to myself? I actually was putting some stuff on the wall in the hallway, and one of my team teachers was sitting on that bench out there because she had counseling. So the counselor had her class, and she was just working on a computer right there by the copier. And I looked at her and I said, friend, if I ever want to do fun things again, please just shoot me. And she just goes, oh. And I went, yeah. Because honestly, you know, you put all the extra work into finding the fun activities and explaining the fun activities, preparing the fun activities, all that stuff. And then sometimes the kids just kind of lose their minds. That's exactly why I did not rush through everything. I wasn't like, we got to do this now. and then we got to do this, and then we got to do this, and then we got to finish this. Not at all, because I knew if I was like that, they would be like that too, because they feed off my energy for sure. So I was like, yeah, I've got all this stuff. I'm just going to choose the next thing. And I had it on my lesson plans, what I wanted to do. But even from my lesson plans, that's not real life. You know what I mean? You kind of got to roll with how your class is doing. And they were kind of tired, as I was. I don't know if I told you, but I probably slept maybe 2 hours last night. I don't know why I do that. I always have trouble sleeping the night before we go back to school from a break. Always, always. The night before the first day of school. I'm like that the night before conferences. I'm like that the night before we come back from Christmas, when we come back from spring break. I don't know. I'm just like, I guess I have all this pent up energy or something. It's not super excitement, because I gotta tell you, I wasn't excited to get up at 5:15 today. But I might have like excitement to see the kids again. Certainly not excitement to get up early, but getting back into the swing of things. And I knew our party was going to be fun. Kind of our fun activity day was going to be fun for all of us. So maybe that was it. But I thought, I'm so glad that I planned a lot of just kind of fun educational things rather than like super hard stuff. Like I wasn't teaching any lessons. Everything we did was review kind of stuff. So they were able to pretty much do it independently. And then there was like their little kid squabble today, you know, like, I'm telling. And I just piped up and I said, I'm sorry, the complaint department is now closed. Please file your grievances tomorrow with the union. And of course they're like, what? I have told them that the complaint department is closed before because there's been so much tattling. So they know what that means. But the rest of it was kind of like, what? And honestly, I said it to get them to stop and think for a second. When you say something odd like that, they just go, what? It makes them stop for a second, and then you can talk to them about it. So one kiddo came over and said, they said this to me, and they said da-da-da, and it wasn't very nice. And of course, I didn't hear it. Of course, I didn't hear it. I don't hear a lot of things they say to each other because they're kind of sneaky about it sometimes, honestly. So I looked at the perpetrator, and I said, it sounds to me like maybe you two need to go out into the hallway and work this out between the two of you, because it sounds like you're not using very nice words and you're hurting your friend in the process. So maybe you two need to go talk about it and try to work it out. And that was the moment that my AP walked in to give me some papers to hand out to the students, because we're having like a parent informational meeting tomorrow night. And he needed those papers to go home tonight, so the parents had some more notice about it. We sent something about it before Christmas, but you know, probably half of it didn't make it home. And even if it did, it was 2 weeks ago. They're not going to remember probably. So I was kind of glad that he heard me saying that, because he just kind of looked at the two friends and kind of went, Because at this point, it's kind of like you are getting closer to third grade. And in third grade, it's a whole other world. They're in a different building. And that building is run so much differently. Like, they're not considered little kids anymore in that building. They're upper elementary, and they're supposed to be independent and able to do things on their own and all this stuff. And I'm like, and we have to get them there. We have to take them from totally dependent on the teacher, scaffold instruction, drive them toward independence, and give them problem-solving skills. So that's what I'm trying to do. All year, I've been kind of backing off a little bit and backing off a little bit and backing off a little bit, so that I don't just leave them hanging. I mean, I'm there for support, but I take away some of my support little by little until they're going to have all of their responsibility for some of the things. Yeah. So that's one of the things that we're working on is trying to take care of problems when you have them with a friend. Yeah. Interpersonal communication is very important. It's a very good job skill to have too. So. All right, it is now 5 o'clock, and I thought before I sit down, because once I sit down, it's all over for me. I'll probably fall asleep. So I thought that I would make this meatloaf a la mom tonight and let you join me as I'm cooking, and we'll just chat and cook, and you can see my crazy mishaps because something always happens when I cook. This has a thyme gravy, which I love thyme. Thyme is awesome. Thyme is on my side. Yes, it is. Okay, so this has a comforting, herbaceous, and ready in a flash gravy. That's just what the mama ordered, according to HelloFresh. Husband would like everything except for the baby carrots. But the baby carrots are a side. So he'll like the potato part and the meat part, but he won't like the carrot part. So I'll probably eat like all the carrots and give him the potatoes. So he can have potatoes with his and I'll have carrots with mine. And then the shallot, he doesn't really mind a little bit of oniony flavor. He just doesn't like the texture of it. He cannot stand to bite into a shallot or an onion or something like that. It grosses him out. He's a very big texture person, which is why he doesn't like most vegetables. He doesn't like the crunch of them. So I think if it's just, I think the shallot is probably just in the meatloaf and he won't care so much. All right, let's get all of our ingredients out of the bag here. I've got my Picasso chef here helping me. There's a potato, a shallot, panko breadcrumbs, cute little thing of ketchup. Caitlin will want this jar for sure. Garlic. Oh, it's already peeled. Some beef stock, some flour, carrots, onyx, thyme, and ground beef. Since I wasn't going to use this right away, I froze all of the meat right away. So this has defrosted for a day, so it's all good to go. All of my produce is washed and dried. I'm preheating my oven to 450 to roast these yummy veggies. I'm going to halve and peel the shallot. Get a hold of it. There we go. All right. Shallots are peeled. Gonna grate 1/2 with a grater into a medium bowl. This is gonna be great. Yeah. Just make sure you don't grate your thumb. There, you get to a point where it's basically just skin. Scoop that out from the inside. Well, there we go. I am not going to use all of that because we're going to die if we eat all this shallot. Mincing is just very, very fine chopping. So all I'm doing is just very, very fine chopping right now. And then you just turn it the other way. Tiny little pieces. I'm not going to mince words. I'm just going to mince a shallot. It's dinner and a show. Look at that mincy goodness. Woo. Okay. Alrighty. There. Now, mince the garlic. I have a special thing for that. I'll be right back. Cue the Jeopardy theme music. Do, 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 do. Okay, I'm back. All right. This is the Pampered Chef garlic press. So, yeah, why wouldn't we use it if we could, right? Okay. Of shallot. Oops, that's too much. Dong. Don't ask for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. And again. Okay, you squeeze. Take your frustrations. That one kid that wouldn't leave you alone all day. The cats that keep waking you up when you're trying to sleep. Use the backside of your knife to scrapey scrape. Okay. And there's this little tool that comes with this that you can scoop the stuff that doesn't want to come out of your mincer. Yeah, look at that. Ain't nobody want to eat that. You. Boy, I'm just dinging bells all over the place today, aren't I? Okay, and this thing is made to clip onto this. Good grief. This clips onto this so you don't lose it. It's a cool little deal. So, okay, let's put this over here. We have minced garlic. We have grated shallot. Now we're going to strip Time for a little stripping. Just kidding. We're going to strip the time. What are you thinking? This is a family channel, people. Okay. To do that, we got to move stuff out of the way. Just going to slide them off. Well, that one broke. Take two. All right. If you go against, theoretically, if you go against the vine, it should work, but no. There's got to be a better way. There we go. Now it's coming off. You don't want the stems, dude. Come on, man. Work with me. You're supposed to be able to just do this. Well, I guess I'm just too rough. We don't want the stems. They're not going to hurt you any. They just don't have a lot of flavor. Oh, this is kind of time consuming. So many jokes about time. All right. I could save time in a bottle. Yeah. Time after time. Musical interlude by Jennifer Bond. All right. That, oh, seriously. There's a whole other flock of it over here. All right. Through the magic of time-lapse photography, when you see me next, this will be done. Check it out. Presto changeo. I got nothing but time. All righty. Now, it says to roughly chop them. Yep, not going to happen. Okay, now we're going to have the carrots lengthwise. Here's where you take your life into your own hands. Okay, so make sure that your fingers are out of the way. Have them lengthwise. I didn't say anything about taking off the little ends because they look really pretty and they're fancy and it makes you look like you know what you're doing. It works really well if you kind of make a little groove with your knife, like you're going to just cut it normally. And then you go down in there. I know probably you're out there going, she's going to cut her finger off on YouTube. It's possible, but let's not make that happen, shall we? This is working fabulously. Look at these lovely piles I'm making. Incidentally, my last cooking video, I said, I know there's a name for this, and I can't think of it. I knew there was something. I believe it's mise en place. It's French. I may be butchering the pronunciation. But thank you, Jack Skellington, for telling me what it was called. Because once you wrote it down in the comments, I went, yes, that is it. I even tried to look it up. Have you ever tried to look up piles of cut up vegetables arranged on a cutting board? Yeah, no, they don't know what you're talking about. They're like, what? Yeah, mise en place. That's what these are. Okay, potato, what are we doing with you? We peeled him. It slices, it dices, it juliennes. No, we're just going to make French fries cut into sticks. So you're going to have it and then quarter it. And then you're going to, oh my goodness, get the starch off your knife. Okay, and then turn it to the side. I'm thinking it needs to be, yeah, a little thinner. Yeah, and then make like little strips. And then we're going to cut those this way. Because they're too thick right now to be French fries. But if we cut them this way and then this way, be very careful, they're slippery. We have French fries, woo! And if they're a little too thick, just cut them again. No big. And honestly, you can't do it wrong. Oh, look at the loveliness of it all. Woo! Oh, look! Runaway carrot! You thought you could escape your fate. You were incorrect. Having you shall have. I shall have you! Maha! I think it's lack of sleep. Sorry, people. I just can't even help it. Alrighty then.
we're going to toss the carrots with the drizzle of olive oil. And guess what I've done already? I've gotten parchment paper on my pan. I just used good old Great Value from Walmart. They also have it at Dollar Tree. I've already gotten my olive oil out of the cabinet because last time I totally forgot. So I'm going to pull the stopper and we're going to throw the beautiful carrots upon the tray like so. Drizzle, 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 drizzle. Don't be afraid to get messy. You can always wash yourself. That's what I tell the kids. You can get messy and we can wash you. You're washable. It's okay. Tossy, 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 tossy. Yes. Just to coat them. This helps them brown. Make them pretty. And taste it. Alrighty then. We're going to season that with salt and pepper after we toss the potato with some drizzle of olive oil. Yum, yum, yum. We've got some minglage here. No minglage. All right, let's get a little more drizzle. And a little more tossing. And then, whoop. That is not pretty. It's going away. That's embarrassing. And a lot better. And just the parchment paper saves a lot of cleanup later. Because if you're like me, you don't like to do dishes for twice the amount of time that it took to make the meal. All right, time for hand washing and then we'll salt and pepper. Alrighty, I've got this fancy schmancy salt and pepper shaker here that I got from my kitchen store. And the grinder went out of my pepper shaker. So it's just kind of just for show now. So we've got this from the grocery store. Works just fine. Let's do a little grindy grindy. Here we go. All right, let's do a little grindy grindy. A little bit of pepper all over the place. Pepper for everyone. And a little salt, not too much. I actually have a salt grinder too, now I think about it. We have all kinds of stuff in here. It's just a smorgasbord of values up in here. Alrighty. Now, very nice. Roast in the oven until tender and brown, 20 to 25 minutes. And it says we'll add more ingredients to the sheet after 7 minutes. We're gonna put this in the oven because it is ready for 20 minutes. We're gonna check it. Says they're gonna add more ingredients to the pan after 7 minutes. So I'm setting my kitchen timer for 7 minutes on the microwave. Add 1/4 cup of panko. They always put in parentheses, we sent more. More time on my side. All right, 1/4 cup. We sent more. Did ya? That's 1/4 cup, man. Look. Level as all get out. You sent more, huh? It says 1/4 cup right on here. Remove rings. Because we're going to get in there and get dirty. First of all, I'm going to open the buff. Now, once I've cut the package of beef with these scissors, they're going in the dishwasher. So I'm going ahead and cutting the other stuff open so it'll be ready. That's dishwasher stuff now. All right, scissors in dishwasher. Now beef. This is 85.15 ground beef if you're interested. 85% lean, 15% fat. Let's get rid of this dude. I'm a huge believer in clean as you go. So that's what we've been doing. Okay, now we're going to get in there and get dirty. And if you don't want to get your hands dirty, you put on gloves. But, squishy, squishy. Get in there and make these meatloaves. Then we're going to shape mixture in 2 1-inch tall loaves. So I just am going to kind of go, that's about half-ish. Feel about right. Make little loaves. Cute little loaves. One little cute loaf. Oh, isn't it cute? This one feels a little bigger, but that's okay. My husband can have more meat than me. I do not mind. I've mentioned before, I'm not a huge meat eater. I mean, I like it fine, but I don't need very much. And so I'd rather have more veggies. That's how you're supposed to eat anyway. Half your plate should be veggies. And a quarter protein and quarter carbs. Okay, there we go. 2 loaves. They look beautiful. Actually, they look the same size, honestly. Don't they? I did pretty good. That one's very slippery. Okay, now, oh, this is awesome. It's a 1-pan meal, except for the gravy part, because these are going to actually go on to the pan with the roasted veggies. Oh, nice. Once the veggies have roasted 7 minutes, and we're T-minus 46 seconds and counting for that, then we're going to remove, boop, then we're going to remove the pan from the oven, because working in the oven would be a little hot. And I'm going to give the veggies a toss. Place the meatloaves on the same sheet and brush the tops of loaves with ketchup. Yay! All right, let me go wash my meaty hands and I'll be right back. Would you believe, perfect timing, the timer just beeped to check the veggies. Yes, we're that good. Look at the beautiful veggies. Steamy, yummy veggies. Can you smell it? Yeah. All right, we're going to give them a toss with a spatula. Whoops. Parchment paper is not cooperating. Toss. Just going to flip them like pancakes. Toss to me. Now we need to toss the potatoes. Just don't toss your cookies. That would not be good. Toss. Basically, flip it over so the other side can roast. Now we need to make a little meat hole here. First, we're going to open the ketchup because once I touch the meat, it's all over. All right. Ooh, cute little jar. All right, take the meatloaves, place upon pan, like so. Then it says to put 1 tablespoon of ketchup. Whatever. Glob it on there. It's gonna run off the end anyway. That looks good. I'm surprised it didn't say we sent more. Oh, seriously, it did. It did say we sent more. This time they're right. Probably I'll put it in for the 18 minutes. Because ain't nobody wants some mooing meat when it comes out. Whole lot of hand washing going on here. Whole lot of hand washing. Let's move the ketchup. All right. Now, recipe needs to come with me too. Come here. Gonna put it on medium heat. Medium. Then we're gonna add the minced shallot and the remaining thyme. Okay, you can put your jewelry back on now because you're done squishing stuff. That's what it's looking like. Cook, tossing until softened. 3 to 4 minutes. I'll be back in 3 to 4 minutes. Take a little restroom break. Grab yourself a snack. Get a beverage. Relax. Get comfy. Grab a blankie. Say hi to your friend. All right, what we got now is some yummy smelling softened shallot and thyme in butter. Yum. Now we're gonna add the flour. Add the flour. You need to stir this really well so it doesn't taste floury. Okay, then we're supposed to whisk in the beef concentrate. So I've got some stuff on my spoon I need to scrape off, but whisking, whisking, whisking. This is whiskey business. Smells really good. Whisk, whisk, whisk. And a half cup of water. That's gonna get all the yummy bits from the pan. Oh yeah. Nom 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 nom. Make sure you scrape the bottom of that pan. You get all the yumminess from it. Whisk it really good so you don't have globs of flour because nobody wants lumpy gravy. Whisk, 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 whisk. You could use a bigger whisk. It's just fun to use this tiny one. Check it out. It's getting all bubbly. I want to break up these globs though. Nobody wants to bite into a chunk of something. My husband is going to be so happy when he comes home and smells real food. I have said this before. We have eaten more takeout this year, I think, than probably ever in our lives before. A lot of Taco Bell. And I gotta tell you, that stuff, I don't know what's in it. I don't know. But we had to eat something. And when you feel like poo, you just don't want to cook, you know? Okay, I'm gonna like whisk this really good to make sure I don't have any lumps. Because I think any little chunky things that I see are actually supposed to be chunky because they're shallots or thyme. I never roughly chopped the thyme because it was already pretty roughly chopped. I didn't feel like it needed to be chopped. So I didn't. Yeah. And this could have been done in that medium pot. But honestly, I got more surface area here that I could whisk. So it might have turned out better. I don't know. This is so yummy smelling. All right, I have a meat thermometer that I'm gonna check those meatloaves with. Oh, you know what I just realized? Oh, there's some more yummy goodness on my spoon. Goodness. Let's put that in there because that's some more seasonings and such. I'll whisk that in here. Okay, and if you think it's too thick, like this is getting a little thick for me, I'm gonna put a little more water in it. Just a little, because you can always add more, but you can't really take it out. Just pour a little bit in. So it doesn't get too done. Let's put this over here where it's not hot and check and see what we got here. Ooh. Oh, steamy. Look at that beautifulness. See, it's browning here. A little bit of browning here. Need to poke them and see if they're done. I have a knife here. Let's poke them and see. Just cut butter with it. Yeah, I'd say those are done. Yeah, those look nice. Those look nice. Okay, meat thermometer. Let's check the meat. Trust me, you do not want food poisoning. Nobody wants that. If you've never had it, you are blessed because, oh, it is awful. If you could just pull the plug and let yourself die, it would be easier. It's horrible. I do not recommend it. Don't try this at home. All right, whoops. I forgot to get the thing out that tells what's what. Okay, this meat thermometer has the temperatures for all of the meat, which is nice because I can remember. I think it's 180. That's poultry. 160 for ham and ground beef. So what you do is you put it in the center. Don't go all the way through because then you'll get the pan and you'll get the pan temperature. And that doesn't have anything to do with your meat temperature. So let's check what we got here. But, well, I won't touch the pan. I'll watch it go. Yeah, see, no, not done. Ooh, look at the juices coming out. See, they're still, it's not clear juices running through there. So, needs more. That's okay. You don't want to fool with meat. Meat needs to be cooked. If you like tartare, go get a cow. This needs to be cooked, people. Okay, so we're putting it back in. Another 7 minutes is what I'm guessing. 7 minutes. Let's see if I'm close. Bonus free facial. Okay, take off the glasses. Now I gotta refocus myself. Wow. Okay. I didn't do salt and pepper. Now that I didn't have to read the recipe anymore, but I was wrong. We didn't put any salt and pepper in this loveliness. So back to the front, back to the front. Kind of like Back to the Future, but not. Let's take the lid off and put it somewhere where it's not going to melt the countertop because nobody wants that. And we'll do a little salt. Doo-doo-doo. And a little pepper. You cannot grind with one hand. A stirring we will go, a stirring we will go. Oh, ho, there you go, a stirring we will go. All right. And lid. there. If we had a dog, I'd have had all of them coming after me just then. Now, since this has been in the meat before, I'm going to wash it off. Because ew. You do not want the undercooked meat stuck to your thermometer to go into the cooked meat that you're going to serve to your family. Blech. That's sickness on a plate, my friend. Sickness on a plate. The time has come to check the meat again. All right. Ooh, free facial time. Oh my goodness. Ooh, can you hear it? It's talking. All right. Time for the test. All right. What have we got? It's a moving, it's a grooving, it's a moving, it's a grooving. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, the carrots are talking to me now too. What does that look like? Oh, look at there. Looks like 160 to me. Or a very close approximation. And that is what it said, correct? Yep. So what I'll do is I'll put it back in the oven, turn the heat off, and let it stay in there for a little bit because it will keep cooking. It will keep cooking in there on the pan. And if it isn't quite exactly, thank you, isn't completely exactly perfectly finished, it will be. So turn off the heat, turn on the timer for 5 minutes. Then I'll take it out and plate it up and you can see how pretty. So what you do is obviously you divide it between 2 plates and you crosswise slice the meatloaf so they're fancy, so they kind of lay over like dominoes that fell in a stack, and arrange the vegetables in a very pretty fashion. Yes. My husband would really enjoy green beans with this. I think I'll make him some Parmesan green beans. Let me show you that. It's so easy. So easy. Okay. What I have before you is the beginnings of Parmesan green beans. So I've just drained just a normal can of cut green beans. Nothing fancy. These are just best choice. We're not hung up on name brands. They come from a giant farm anyway, so whatever. I'm going to put a little bit of pepper, a little bit of onion powder. You can put real onion if you want to. And a little bit of garlic powder. Yes, no salt. No salt because the Parmesan is super salty. You're going to toss this together just to mix up the seasonings. Make sure it's coated kind of around. Okay, over there. Take a paper towel, cover it up. I'm going to microwave for 4 minutes and then I'll check it. That's usually about right in our microwave. I have no idea of the wattage. I don't know why they tell you that kind of stuff. Unless you keep your owner's manual like in your cookbook, how are you going to remember? I don't know. Still trying to work on my coffee because I'm really tired and it smells really good. And I've had like 3 sips of it since I started talking to you an hour ago. My husband called and said he was at the gas station in the town where he works. So he's on his way home. So I'm going to have to kind of keep this warm while I'm waiting for him. But that's okay. I can enjoy my coffee. And chat with you a little bit. So I have one more meal left to make for HelloFresh. And that is let me just go get the recipe so I don't butcher the name again. It's the sweet as honey chicken. And it looks equally yummy to the last 2 I've made now. All right, while the green beans are doing their thing, I'm gonna feed these little squirrels over here because I think my daughter has taken a nap. So the natives are restless. I'm going to feed the wild beasts. All right, greeny beans are steamy and cooked. Now, I'm gonna add a tablespoon of butter. Melt that in there. And that's pretty much melted. I don't even know how much to tell you. I just put in, oh, that's really chunked up too. I don't know, I put in probably a 1/4 cup of Parmesan. I don't know. You can do it to taste. I just kind of coat the green beans, basically. So they look like they've been snowed on. You just kind of mix it around in there. Try to get off the spoon. It likes to stick to the butter that's melted on the spoon. And then cover it back up. Hold that on there. And that'll keep it from getting too cold. And it'll kind of steam it and melt everything. All right, dinner is served. My husband should be home any minute, and I told him on the phone that when he walked in and smelled the deliciousness, he would probably fall over. So he is very excited to come home. So he should be home any minute, and I'll let you know what he thinks. Okay, moment of truth. What do you think?
Good, I think.
Carrots are good too. Yum. And this is always good. Yum. I think we give this 2 thumbs up. See you later.